This happened almost 10 years ago, during one of the darkest times of my life. I had just moved from the Pacific Northwest to Northern California for grad school, and it wasn't the dream I thought it would be. I lived alone in a cramped studio apartment the school provided. Too much stuff, too little space, no friends, no direction. For the first time in my adult life, I was unemployed, and worse. I was carrying PTSD so heavy it felt like a physical weight pressing against my chest every single day. I honestly didn't know if I was going to make it. Some nights I hoped I wouldn't. If you've ever felt that way, please know you're not alone, and there is help available. Reaching out is a sign of incredible strength. For me, I was just trying to survive moment to moment, lost in a fog of depression and anxiety. I spent most of my days just lying in bed, waiting for time to pass, hoping something, anything, would change. And then, one afternoon, it did. It was a sunny California afternoon. I remember the golden light streaming through the window above my bed, the familiar hum of campus life just outside, the sound of laughter, footsteps, a distant radio. I was lying on my side, half asleep, facing away from the wall, just drifting. Then, without any warning, everything changed. The beautiful golden light dimmed, the warmth completely drained from the room, the sounds from outside vanished. It was as if someone had reached over and pressed mute on the entire world. A heavy, profound silence fell over everything. I thought maybe a cloud had just covered the sun, a simple explanation. But then I felt it, a presence. It was right behind me. I didn't turn. I couldn't. I was frozen, but I could feel it with absolute certainty, tall, cold, and intensely curious, standing just inches from my back. Before I could even draw a breath, it moved, not like a person would move. It was more like smoke or a liquid shadow flowing through the air, and then it tried to enter me. The pain was instantaneous, a raw, electric, blinding agony. Every single cell in my body screamed, as if I were being set on fire from the inside out. It wasn't sexual. It wasn't even physical in the way we understand it. It felt like this thing, this shadow, was trying to merge with me, to crawl inside my body and simply take over. My mouth opened to scream, but no sound came out. The only thing I could think to do was fight back. I tightened every muscle, every tendon, every atom of my being, and just pushed. And somehow, against all odds, it worked. The shadow paused. The excruciating pain faded for a moment. Then it tried again, but this time it was softer, slower, as if it was testing my defenses, trying to find a weak spot. I instinctively tightened my whole body again, creating a wall of resistance, and the force stopped dead in its tracks. And that's when I felt something new, something completely unexpected in emotion, but it wasn't my own. It was coming from the being. I wasn't angry. I wasn't evil. It was confused, as if it genuinely couldn't understand why I was resisting, why I wouldn't just let it in. It was like I had broken some unspoken rule it thought we had both agreed on. In that moment, I saw its outline, not with my eyes, but in my mind. A shifting cloud of black, darker and more solid in the center, almost transparent at the edges. It just hovered there, examining me. It still felt curious, almost apologetic. It reached out one last time, a thin tendril of shadow brushing over me like a question. I pushed again, harder this time, and just like that, it was gone. The light flooded back into the room. The warmth returned. I could hear the world outside again, but I didn't move. I stayed frozen in my bed for what felt like hours, replaying what had just happened, trying to make sense of the impossible. It never came back. But I didn't sleep properly for weeks after that. Every time I close my eyes, I feel that cold silence pressing in again, convinced it was waiting just beyond my perception. I tried researching what had happened, but how do you even search for something like that? Try typing "shadow tried to enter me" into Google. I'll get a bizarre mix of aliens, demons, and bad sleep paralysis threads. None of it fit my experience. I wasn't paralyzed. I could move. I could feel. And most strangely, I could sense its emotions, which were gentle, confused, and strangely human, and yet not human at all. Sometimes I wonder if it mistook me for something else, or perhaps for someone who had already passed on. That year, I was in a very, very dark place. Maybe I had been hovering too close to the edge, and this being just thought its work was done. Maybe it wasn't evil at all. Maybe it was just doing its job, whatever that job is. I hope I never, ever see it again, but I don't hate it. It terrified me more than anything in my life. Yes, but I honestly don't think it meant to cause harm. Maybe in its own strange way. It was just lost. And maybe in that moment, so was I. Thanks for listening to my story. If you have similar experiences, I'd love to hear about them in the comments. And if you enjoyed this, please consider liking and subscribing for more.